So, ayan, no, welcome to our channel, no. So, our topic for today is yung tinatawag nating accounting for partnership formation. Okay, so accounting for partnership formation. So, bago tayo magpunta sa mga problem solving, no. So, recap muna tayo, no. Recap tayo, no. So, anong general rule mo? Okay. Ang general rule mo is yung agreed value dun sa contribution should be equal to capital value. Okay, kung ano yung kinontribute ng mga partner, yung agreed value ng contribution is dapat mag-equal sa capital. Okay, yung contribution, it's pwede itong maging cash. Okay, pwede siyang cash or non-cash. Okay, kapag non-cash, yan yung mga property, plant and equipment, accounts receivable, inventory, etc. No? Kapag cash, ang measurement basis mo is at face value. Okay, kapag cash, ang value or measurement mo is face value. Pag non-cash, ang kinontribute, fair market value, fair value. Okay, kapag non-cash ang i-denominate, fair value. Pero, merong order of priority. Okay, number 1 is yung stipulation or agreed value itself. Kung ano yung napag-usapan, stipulation or agreed value, yun dapat yung measurement basis ng non-cash. Pag wala yung stipulation or agreed value, ang measurement basis mo is yung fair market value. Okay? Pag wala yung dalawa, stipulation and fair market value, saka ka lang mag-book value. Okay? Ngayon, itong non-cash, posibleng merong nakakabit na liabilities. Okay? Posibleng may nakakabit na liabilities yung non-cash o kaya naman yung partnership na binubuo, yung binubuong partnership is magkakaroon ng liabilities. Okay? May kasamang contribution daw na liabilities. Pag ganon, ang measurement ng liabilities is fair value. Pero, tandaan mo, dapat, bago mo siya isama, dapat assume by the partnership. Okay? Kapag hindi in-assume ng partnership, hindi mo siya isasama sa computation. Okay? O kaya naman personal liabilities yan ng mga partners, tas hindi assume ng partnership, edi wag mo i-record. Okay? Itong buong to, itong general rule mo, yan yung tinatawag na bonus method. Okay? Na kung saan sa bonus method, there would be a transfer of capital kasi kailangan mong dalhin yung capital, kailangan mong dalhin yung agreed value contribution dun sa total capital. Okay? So, walang recognition ng goodwill. Okay? Ngayon, yung next method is yung tinatawag na investment or withdrawal method. Investment or withdrawal method. Sa investment or withdrawal method, nagkakaroon ng additional investment o kaya naman nagkakaroon ng withdrawal. Tuwing kailan may investment or withdrawal, may investment ka kapag ang agreed value or agreed value ng contribution is mas malaki sa unadjusted capital. Meron ka ditong additional investment. Okay? O kaya naman, meron ka namang withdrawal kapag yung agreed value is mas maliit sa unadjusted capital. Okay? Meron ka naman ditong withdrawal. Okay? And yung last method natin sa partnership formation is yung tinatawag na revaluation, or full goodwill approach. Okay, revaluation or full goodwill approach. Sa revaluation and full goodwill approach, nandito naman yung nagkakaroon ka ng adjustment sa net asset and capital na nakabase dun sa profit or loss ratio o kaya naman ratio o kaya naman capital interest. Okay? So, ayan yung recap natin, no? So, pwede na tayong mag-solve ng problem solving. Okay? So, problem number 1 natin is Baser and Michelle have just formed a partnership. Baser contributed cash of 920,000 and office equipment that costs 422,000. The equipment had been used in sole proprietorship and had been 70% depreciated. The current value of the equipment is 295. Baser also contributed a note payable of 87,000 to be assumed by the partnership. Okay. The partners agreed on a profit or loss of 50% each. Baser is to have 70% interest in the partnership. Michelle contributed only a merchandise inventory from her sole proprietorship carried at 550,000 on a first in first out basis. The current fair value of merchandise is 525,000. To consummate the formation of the partnership, Baser should make an additional investment or withdrawal of. Okay, so magkakaroon daw ng additional investment or withdrawal si Baser. So, ibig sabihin, investment method to or withdrawal method. Okay? So, i-check muna natin yung Baser capital and Michelle capital. Okay? Si Baser daw, nag-donate daw siya ng cash. Okay? Sabi natin kapag cash, nakabase lang yan dun sa face value. Okay? While si Michelle, walang ininvest na cash. Tapos si Baser daw, nag-contribute pa siya ng office equipment at cost of 422,000. Tapos depreciated daw siya ng 70%. Pero office equipment is non-current or non-cash asset. So dapat hanapin mo yung agreed value o kaya naman fair value o kaya naman book value. Since binigay dito, walang agreed value, pero binigay yung current value or yung fair value, yan ang magiging value ng office equipment. 295. Si Michelle walang office equipment. Pero si Michelle daw is nag-contribute siya ng merchandise inventory amounting to 550,000. Merchandise inventory is non-cash asset, so therefore current fair value ang gagamitin mo. Okay, kaya 525,000. And lastly, may assumed daw na liabilities. Ito si Baser, which is 87,000. Okay, so notes payable assumed by Baser, assumed by the partnership, 87,000. So total capital, Michelle is 525, whereas si Baser is 920 plus 295 plus 87 minus 87,000. Okay, is a total of 1,128,000. Okay. Ngayon, ang sabi daw, si Baser should make an additional investment or withdrawal of kung magkano. Therefore, since si Baser is magbabayad, magkakaroon ng additional, kailangan mong i-gross up itong contribution ni Michelle para makuha mo yung total capital nung ginagawa nilang partnership. Okay? Question. Yung 50% ba ang gagamitin or yung 70%? Okay? Pagka investment or withdrawal basis, palaging capital interest ang mauuna bago sa profit or loss ratio. Okay? So, since si Baser is 70%, malamang si Michelle is 30%. So, i-divide mo to by 30% para makuha mo yung total capital nila. So, 525 divided by 30% is 1,750,000. So, ito yung total partnership capital. Okay, total partnership capital. Itong 1,750 is i-multiply mo by 70% para makuha mo naman yung share ni Baser. Okay? Yung share ni Baser dun sa total capital interest is 1,225,000. Okay? Itong 1,225,000, i-compare mo ngayon yan dun sa adjusted capital. Okay? 1,225,000. Okay? So, ano ang mas malaki? Okay? So, mas malaki yung adjusted capital, okay, yung agreed value capital, kaysa dun sa unadjusted capital ni Baser. Okay, so mas malaki itong 1,225 kaysa dun sa 1,228 ni Baser. Okay, so ibig sabihin, kailangan niyang magdagdag ng additional investment amounting to 97,000. So, plus 97,000 si Baser. So, answer is 97,000.